Hi, everybody. Scott's busy drinking his coffee, trying to stay awake.
Oh, it's hot.
Well, you're usually up this time of day and romping around,
Not
driving
really.
trucks and things.
Well, yeah, usually during the week, but the weekends I like to be lazy and after my long work week.
Hmm.
And then, let's see what Sarah said. Good morning. I haven't been to a political taro in a while. Hope everyone's doing well. Is what's happening in Chicago going to happen in other states? Okay. I'll star that. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Well, Scott and I were talking before the cameras came on to you, and we decided we'd do a 6-month reading, which might answer a whole lot of the questions, or maybe none at all.
Or maybe not at all. Yeah.
So,
Trying to gauge what's going on next 6 months.
right.
So yeah, you explain how you do it.
Okay, this is how, when I do a 6-month reading, this is how I do them. And the big card on the bottom is from the Archangel Power Tarot card. And that one you always read upright because those cards are meant to be read upright. And that's the base of the month. That's kind of the tenor of that month. And then the card on top is the modifier, which gives us an idea of what kind of's going on. And I think once I start doing this, you will all understand. Okay, this is October. Choices are being made deeply from inside people's hearts. And what's happening is this is a Two of Rods, and this is something about how that Two of Rods is, or Two of Wands is starting new businesses. There's going to be a whole lot of sort of contemplating, but not really doing it. The way I read the Two of Rods, you're standing there deciding what to do.
Mm-hmm.
November is Page Michael, and something has upset the government. And it's an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review the contracts and things. So we should be by November back running a government instead of sitting in the where we're sitting right now. December. Oh, I got two. That's the Four of Swords. And then Four of Michael's Four of Swords, and insights come from a special meditation, need time. There's going to be some deep decisions made. A lot of stuff's going on. People are going to need to get inside themselves, and everybody's going to be fighting for control because that's the little guy, the four little pentacle guy holding on to all his coins and money. That's December. January. Okay. We got strength. January is going to be a marvelous month. Strength and grace through kindness. And I'm asking for the whole of the U.S. So this isn't too small a reading, and we're going to be following our better guidance, following the Hermit, following our better selves in January. In February, moving on, and we've got 2 sixes, and that's hearth and home. That means things that are close to your heart. Sixes, that's what that kind of means in numerology. And material needs are going to be fulfilled. Things are going to start turning around completely because we're moving on. We're moving from the troubled waters to the smooth waters. So what does March look like? Justice comes in, strikes balance, and we're planting a new garden. I think those who've been through this nightmare have realized how awful it really can get. I had a woman one time said to me, "Oh, if I don't vote, how bad can it get?" Well, nah. This is a real clear improvement. The biggest months is this month, something's going to break, and January is going to be the other one. When a major arcana shows up as the base of a month, that means it's a big month. January, and these 3 cards, if someone got this in a personal 6-month reading, they would know they're moving on from troubled waters. So,
Alrighty.
I don't know. What'd you get, Scott?
So I get the victory card of the Six of Wands.
Good.
For the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Crossed by Ace of Pentacles.
Woo!
So right now it's all about, I think this current government just wants their victory, their their prosperity. Yeah. The Six of Wands, it can be a battle card too. Some cards show their people are fighting to get their prosperity. So I think it's all about them trying to look good, and it's a battle over finances. Next month I got a King of Wands. So here's a male leader, and it's crossed by a magician. So we could have a magician is also a doctor in my mind. It can be a doctor, it can be a scientist, it could be someone. So I think there's some strategic things happening next month involving a doctor. So this could mean Orange Man has his stroke and is in a hospital for a long time or something. So that's what I'm getting a sense there. December is this really strange. I have 2 Hierophants.
That is all government. Yep.
There highly could be a new governmental change happening in December. Complete overhaul coming in December. January, I get it's going to be very chaotic. Bad energy. We got shakeups going on. 5 of Wands is all chaotic energy. 2 of Pentacles is trying to figure out how to balance things. February, there's a lot of lies going on. 8 of Coins, I think we're working on how to figure out how to make a new government work, because there's a lot of energy of changes coming up. 8 of Coins is doing the hard work. 7 of Swords is all about the lies, stealing things. I think we're what was that, February,
because you did January was chaos.
Yeah. And by March, everything is nice.
We're planting our crops, and farmers may have places to sell their stuff too.
10 of Pentacles. And Judgment. I think everything's good to go by March.
I'm not sure my heart can last that long, Scott, at times.
Yeah. It's going to be very chaotic, but what I found most strange, shuffling 2 decks, getting 2 Hierophants. 2 Hierophants in December.
One time I was doing a woman's year, I do in December, and this leads into Nancy's one and only sales pitch for the day. I will be doing 12-month readings, and you can order them right now. We usually don't do them until December, but you can do them now if you want. But we'll do all 12 months for 2026. I remember when I put them up last year, I put them up right as the election we had the change in administration. And I thought, nobody's going to want a 2025 reading, knowing that's happening, but people did. But anyway, you can go to my website, crystaldirections.com, and get that. But I did one woman's 12-month reading, and it was the 3rd year in a row I'd done a 12-month reading for them because she found them so helpful. And on the 12th month, on December of 2024, she had the Fool as the card, the main card, and she had the Fool as the second card. I said, do call me in January and tell me where this goes. Okay. What do you think, Scott?
Beth is wondering about, will the military be removing the orange one? Felon 45.
Okay.
Supposed 47.
Yeah.
What do our magic cards say about the military and removing?
They told me yesterday they're fixing to arrest them. that issue came up with someone, and I said, "Oh, I'll take a quick look," because I was fully expecting it to say, "Oh, silly, silly you," and it was like the world. I was like, "Ooh, that's not a small major." I've been sending poor Scott readings all weekend from my phone. I don't do politics except with Scott on Sundays, and I don't normally do them during the week. But I just had some friends come up. I had one, and it literally came from outer space. I have a person who will be on my psychic show. And what this guy works with is he works with extraterrestrials and controlling earthquakes. It's going to be a fun show, guys. Anyway, he called a friend of mine. That's how I met him. And said, and he doesn't see visions of what happens on our world. He sees earthquakes and crap like that. He woke up knowing that Trump was dead or gone, but dead. He was pretty sure it was dead. So that's how what started my day yesterday.
It could be a premonition too.
That's true. No, but see, he doesn't work like we do. He just works on the earthquakes coming or the things here. So anyway, now our question was, will the military need to remove Trump?
Yeah.
People want them to. They're trying to talk them into doing it. They're thinking about it. But I get a no.
Yeah, I get a no too. Yeah, I think you're right there. Page of Cups, there's been talks, but the Knight of Cups talks about doing the right thing, and the Cups precedent. Then I get the Devil, Empress, and Eight of Swords. I think they're kind of restricted.
Got the Empress as the out. That's the only yes in my reading.
Yeah. So I think they know this is horrible, Hegseth, and 45, this whole administration with the Devil. But Empress is doing the right thing and seeing the greater picture, and then Eight of Swords is being restricted. Bottom of the deck, I do have anxieties about the whole situation. My outcome. What's that?
I got the Eight of Swords reversed. They want us to be free from this, but they don't see this as a way to do it because they don't have the tools to do it. I mean, they don't have the laws and the things to be able to take care of this situation. It's supposed to be handled by civilians that are in the cabinet that vote to get wacky people out.
Correct. Yeah. My outcome is this Ace of Swords. It's Sword of Truth. It says on this card, frustrations, a hollow victory. The Chariot. So that's some kind of travel movement, taking charge. Temperance, holding back, and then Five of Swords, the conflicts. So I don't see a path for the.
That's what I don't see. They don't have the rules. They don't have the way to go to do it. They know what needs to be done, but this doesn't show them being part of the transition. What's going to happen is it's going to happen. Something within the U.S. is going to change it so that it's going to change. So, could Republicans actually grow balls? I mean, could that happen? Or maybe more of them fall dead and we get more Dems in there. Who knows?
If it's not the military, Liz is wondering, well, how do we see him leaving that? Is it health? He croaks. Is it the 25th Amendment?
Oh, God.
Is it a final impeachment? What?
He has final health problem, and he has no reserves, and no one really wants to save him. This card means he has no friends left. He's out in the cold. He's completely isolated. And that's, remember the strength card I saw in January? That's when people become strong and they do what's right for the country. And they're not doing what's right for the country, by the way. A lot of these guys, a lot of these men and women participate in this activity too, are going to do it because they're going to see the handwriting on the wall. And there's going to be no reason for them to want to hang out. Plus, guys, can I do one more commercial that's not mine, Scott?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm still shuffling.
Sean's doing a whole series. He's doing 63 shows on primaries, when they're staged, how they're staged. They all start in March, but you're going to start, and some are having special elections right now. He's got a whole series of shows up on them. Not only are they the primaries for your own state, for your own area, but he also has a whole show on how those elections are run and how they print the ballots, all those questions people have about things. He's running those. He's got those out right now. CLSP Politics. Go see when your primary is. Nothing is going to scare the Republicans more than seeing Americans really be interested in primaries, because then they know that they're already genned, and that's telling what's leading up to in November. That's what scared the Democratic Party when Obama ran, because he already had been working more than 6 months before. Everybody thought Hillary was going to walk in, it was going to be a shoo-in, and it wasn't, because it's not really what people wanted. So that's something you can start doing right now in your own world. Find out when your primaries are. Okay. Do you see 45 leaving then?
This reading really doesn't give me a boom with these cards. How I do have reference to being ill and hospitalized with the Four of Swords. It's next to an Empress, so it could be hospital care kind of feeling. And then Six of Coins. So, like, I get the feeling of that would be like transfusions or medicines going in and out kind of feeling. Four of Coins to me feels like it's a facility. Nine of Cups, we have a celebration, and then he's locked up somewhere in the facility. So I think it happens from health, how we get rid of them. Been nice to see like the Devil and the Death card somewhere where I can relate it to. My outcome had the Emperor, so the person in charge, but then we get it next to a Queen who has prosperity, and we still have to wait with Temperance. And that feels like a reference to Kamala Harris being back in the fold, either in public or because this
behind the
scenes or whatever. But Temperance is just waiting. It's coming, but we have to be patient. So yeah, I don't see a removal. I think health, his body takes him out at the appropriate time. But
the appropriate time was yesterday.
Well, I know there's still some people or some things to happen in this universe before with all the cruelty. I've seen a lot of videos whether it's Glenn Kirshner or others talking about all these people with ICE and the cruelty they're doing. Basically, everyone can be charged with crimes against humanity and what's that code? Something about rights. But I don't think enough people have waken up off awesomeness. As soon as they finish.
Well, when they don't have hospitals, you'd think it's when they don't have hospitals, which is where we are now.
Yeah, that ain't going good, but See, the thing is about this shutdown, I think they did it. Orange Man did it.
He did it to keep the e-files away.
Correct. Because just before, the state gave all that information over, had that quick release, and then everything got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And then MAGA Mike isn't swearing in that Arizona Democrat.
He's swearing her in Tuesday.
What's that?
He's swearing her in Tuesday.
Not when they're all sent home.
No, he's swearing her. He can still swear her in Tuesday.
Well, he said. I'm just saying he sent everyone.
I know it doesn't. I mean, she's not there to vote with anybody, but she can get sworn in.
The House of Representatives is shut down and sent home until October 14th. So yeah, another free vacation thanks to MAGA Mike.
It's not free. It's going to cost us ultimately.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Everything costs, especially with a shutdown, yes. But they can only delay, like with the temperance card coming up, they can only delay it for so long. Well, yeah, Rose, she was supposed to be sworn in within a week. And she wasn't.
And is anyone surprised?
Tabby heard delayed until the 13th. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we feel.
How long will a shutdown last?
Yes, let's get some time.
So we're now looking at a time frame of 2 weeks by what Mike Johnson's saying. So let's see.
Yeah, at least until the 14th, because they're not voting on anything until they come back. Oops. More questions. Was Trump recuperate then?
We always have more questions, Scott.
Yeah, I was just trying to star as I go here. Okay. How long? Let's see.
No, I don't see it lasting 3 weeks to the 14th. I get that people are having a hard time making their mind up about it, and there's just a lot of shouting and yelling between people. But the folks at home are really unhappy, and sending Congress home where they have to face their really unhappy people is not a good thing. And here's the Four of Swords, and when it's reversed, it means people who've tried to hide themselves behind something are going to have to come back. So.
Yeah. Top and bottom, I get the government's at a crossroads. That's obvious. So I get the Four of Cups being lazy at the crossroads, and the Chariot, meaning not taking charge. It's all being the opposite. And that's what happened with the shutdown. Moving forward, things about financials will come to a head and we'll have a tower. So in the meantime, moving forward, everyone's going to see what's going on, what's going on with financials, and then there's going to be a tower moment. Outcome. Okay, we got the government process with the Four of Wands, Eight of Swords being restricted, and then my Empress Star. That doesn't seem to me like shutting down early. My senses are going 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
With my 3, 4 ones, I think 3 to 4 weeks.
Do you see his health affecting it? Because when I asked about his health, what I got in the middle was a yes, which is this is not a good yes. That's the devil in other people's cards. It's called materialism. But then when I said what's going on, and it's his own ill health, it's him getting sick that they're going to have to get it back together. They're going to have to say, well, we've got to meet. Because they're out now because he told them to be out. They're not out now because they want to be out. But if he's lying someplace semi-comatose, what the hell's he going to do? Since what he has isn't contagious, they can go visit him.
It's contagious for him just to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to ask the cards what's going on with him right now.
Okay.
I haven't seen much, but one of the people I follow on Twitter said there was supposedly some kind of event scheduled for today where he was supposed to speak. I couldn't find where it is or what it is. So, guide spirit cards, tell me what's going on. Show me what's going on with Felon 45 right now.
I'm going to ask my bunnies.
I think he is up and moving around, really not feeling good. Struggling to get out of bed there. Today, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they show me. Ooh, the double hour. Oof, death. In the past here, everything's a ruse.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Page of Coins, Knight of Cups, and Seven of Cups. So the change of plans with Page of Coins, Knight of Cups, seeking help. Everything's illusion, delusion, ruse. What's going on with his health? He just slipped away. So looking for protection with my Empress.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get my Devil Death card and a Tower. So upcoming is going to be very, very bad health for him. His abundance is going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Failure, complete failure. Knight of Coins, patience, it's coming. He's got total lack of energy with the Five of Wands. And we will hear some news. So I think he's still hanging in there.
No, I see he's trying. This is in the middle. He's trying to get up and going to move forward. That's the fourth chair. That's the Chariot. But right now, he should be listening to his inner self and not moving at all. And this is the outcome of him getting up and moving around today. Something's going to come to show how he doesn't have the power anymore, and he's accepted the wrong cup. So this is not a good. He may be up moving around, but this may be. I really feel it's close. It's done.
It is close. I just got a flash of something happening on a stage, like passing out,
Mm-hmm.
something really bad, like or a fall or something. But this is coming. This Tower and death is coming.
I asked if he's going to collapse so we can all see it. I got the sun.
Oh, beauty. Sun is the greatest card in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I consider that the greatest card in the deck.
That's the yes. No matter what else you get on your board, even reversed, it means yes. What's happening around it is positive. So.
Another reader got a download, a news announcement mid-month. What is today? The 4th?
5th.
4th, 5th?
It's a 5th. 2 days is a full moon.
And
full moon.
I don't know. We'll see. But my guides showed me an 8.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see something on the 8th. because I'm not really getting a boom on the 14th, 15th there. But everyone's download's different. But I was just shown an 8. Either 8th of this month or 8th of month or 8 days. Something about 8.
8 hours, 8 minutes.
Could be 8 hours. No. Okay. Back to starred. This other one was wondering if top brass are going to be fired.
Is that it?
Or are they going to be?
Or will they remain there to do? Because there's also, can I do my job without breaking the law?
Yeah. Amy said she got a 7. Okay.
Is Amy in Australia or somewhere else? I mean,
No, I think she's in Michigan.
Okay. Well, I know they're on the same date as we are.
Holly's seen the 29th, so it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Let's focus on this month then.
Yes.
A lot of crazy on the 7th, 8th, 14th, 15th, and the 29th.
Oh, I got that they're not happy that they're not able to do their jobs. It's a 4 of Wands. They're not happy that they're not able to work from the base. But they're going to stand by what they pledged to do. That's the Ace of Pentacles. And they're going to do what the rules tell them they need to do. And they're not going to follow his crazy shit. I guarantee none of them scratched out Department of Defense and put war over defense on their stationery.
Overall, I think they're going to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Coins comes out first. Being the patient leaders, the motherly type leaders. Ace of Swords is doing the right thing. And then the Moon is telling me they have deep, dark thoughts about what's going on.
Yes.
So here's my military card coming out. Then I got my 4 or 5 of Cups, which is like sadness, kind of a bit, grief of what's going on. But then I get my Victory News Success card. So I think they're protected.
Mm-hmm.
There's sadness with what's going on, but they're protectors.
Mm-hmm.
They would do the right thing. My outcome cards are Page of Wands. So it's the new ideas or the speakers. 9 of Coins is my balance card. Balance for everything. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So that's positivity.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of positivity in there. Just sadness, but I think they'll do the right thing. Lay low and do the right thing. Follow the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
That Moon tells me that they think this is crazy. This is not the way things have been and how it should be in the Constitution. So,
Okay, where are we going next, Scott?
Okay, we looked at that. Some of these starred were already like doubles.
We kind of covered them in a couple different ways.
Right. We did the shutdown. Okay, we did that. Mega Mike. Let's look at Mega. Let's look at Mega Mike.
Yeah.
Some accounts are saying he's got a grinder account.
Yeah, I wish those companies would just let loose. Well, I understand it would freak their other patrons out, but just let loose with those files. Although we've had, 5 or 6 major independent Bible churches that they found out they had pervs running them, and they closed down. One had to shut half of what it was doing, and the people are still showing up. I mean, somebody's showing up there. And I read an article that I don't believe for 2 minutes, but it said that younger people are flocking to the church.
They are?
Yeah.
What church?
That's what the Christian church. They're flocking to the structure of Christianity, and I'm like, what structure? There's no structure there. I mean, except the Pope's trying to remake the structure, but
Well, according to Elon, it's the Church of Charlie Kirk.
well, he's also married to a woman who almost looks giddy. I've watched one tiny little segment of his speech. She almost looks giddy. Her husband just died. She's left 2 little kids. Of course, she was left with the millions of dollars and no longer has to listen to the husband who said, "You're 6 years over the hill." I mean, I'd be giddy on the stage too, kids.
Whoa, quite a grifter.
Oh, his time is coming, Scott. Look at I don't need to go any further. Get
good.
the world. They're going to come get him.
Mikey was given great powers. He's taking advantage of it in the past here with a chariot, plotting a new course, and he's got tons of prosperity. I really didn't get terrible cards here for him.
My cards weren't terrible. It's just, will his hypocrisy be revealed? And the out card was the world. He's been able to hold it together and keep his life very, very quiet. He's done a lot of work to keep things quiet. But if the question is, will his hypocrisy be revealed? The world is also a yes card, and it's a completion card. So I would take that. Yes, he's going to get revealed.
Yeah, I guess he's pretty intelligent. With the King of Wands, Knight of Cups is next to that, and I think it's his wife is next to him. So there seems to be quite the partnership there in marriage, or however they're doing it.
She runs a clinic that teaches gay people how to not be gay.
So eventually, I think he'll be outed through whistleblowers or articles or whatever, and things he's done in the past. I get his resources, 6 of Cups, and the Page of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
So this shows that through reporting or whatever, he'll be outed that way.
And I think that's sad because I don't think people should be outed necessarily. He should be, because he uses his position as a cudgel to hurt other people. But
well, yeah, definitely hurts other people. Yeah. I don't know. Since everyone's talking about it, let's see what my cards say. You mentioned it earlier before we got on. What cards want this one?
I asked the person I thought would know, my friend who wrote the book about learning to fly spaceships and being part of galactic councils and all that. And I said, you know what her thing is? She said, that's like, first of all, we wouldn't see it if they were really doing stuff, because they'd be at such a dimensional level we couldn't see it. She said the reason we can see it, she said, it's like a frat bus that pulls into a small beach town because they heard the beach was great. She said it's like a party bus. So I'm going to ask if it's here to save us, because
scientists say it doesn't act like a comet.
Because it's not a comet.
It's supposedly changing shape or
color. The color of its tail changes.
Okay. Oh. Okay, what's up with this?
Okay.
Three-eye atlas.
I see what it's doing. I don't think it makes. These would be pretty good cards for folks on a frat bus. The King of Cups, the King of Swords reversed, and the Page of Swords. So it's like a bunch of kids out on a trip. But what is it doing? They didn't appreciate they're doing is it's worrying. It's making people think about things differently, and it's causing the Nine of Swords. It's a distraction. But I don't think they meant it to be.
Okay. Where am I at? Okay. Past position. The Emperor. The Emperor, 3 of Swords, and 5 of Swords. I'm getting this as a broken piece of something.
Mm-hmm.
Something broke from the first 3 cards. So the Emperor, to me, doesn't feel like it's, like a planet or something that exploded. Emperor, to me, feels like this is a sentient object.
It was made by something.
Made by something, but it's broken. A battle, a war, explosion, whatever. Okay. Next, I have, I get the Tower. So there was a battle. 5 of Coins, not a good structure, and Queen of Cups. It was a source of something, but it's broken. And it's on a collision course right now with the Tower. Moving forward. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, 7 of Coins. Strange. So we got a breakthrough. Love and understanding and breaking up in pieces. I think it might break up in pieces before it gets anywhere.
Okay.
Outcome. I get Strength, Knight of Wands, 2 of Wands, and 5 of Wands. So this has nothing to do with saving.
No.
I think what I'm getting here is that it's going to break up, and that the structure, what it was, which it could be a large piece of a ship or something like that, but it's breaking up, and I don't think we're going to know what it actually is.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, but it ain't here to save us.
No.
But yeah, I don't think it does feel like some kind of huge partial mothership or a fake moon or something that exploded and got sent our way. So yeah, I don't think it's like a comet from a exploding planet or something like that.
Well, fortunate, because if it wanted to land and say, "Take me to your leader," we wouldn't know where to send it.
True. Okay. New comments. It's meant to be awakened. 7 comments. I don't know what that means. Three Alice is a physical vehicle created by consciousness seeking to accompany Gaia on her ascension.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it makes people look up. Maybe they're looking up at the sky and seeing things, and that's better. Gene, you're saying this person is tracking it?
If so,
It's Stefan. It's Stefan. Stefan Burns. Stefan also, he's the one who does the sun's weather report.
Oh.
And he also studied astrology. He's an interesting character. And it's up there. I mean, why not look at it?
okay. Well, okay. This comment is wondering about the e-files.
And when they say my name on there, these are the comments that are sent through my posting the night before the show. So,
Okay.
e-files.
E-files. Timing on the release. Release of the e-files.
Okay. In the past, there's been a whole lot of people trying to stop this from happening, getting together. But the hangman is upside down, which means things are about to change. This is going to work out to be a yes, by the way. This is the high priestess. She's in a yes position. The 9 of Wands reverse means they've covered it up as long as they can. And this is what's going to be the outcome from these being released. That's the 3 of Swords. There's nobody, I mean, if we get these guys, it's great, but it's a very miserable vibration to let out in the world. But it needs to come out, because sitting there, it's like having an infection you don't treat. It's just going to grow. What you got, Scott?
The hard work of the 8 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups and Justice.
Good.
So yeah, it's working on it, but that 4 of Cups is always the delay card. Justice is in November, number 11. Current environment, Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Definitely feels like that's the negativity of trying to hide the people together with that 2 of Cups. Forward motion, King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, High Priestess. Secrets to be revealed with the High Priestess. 7 of Pentacles is plucking that information out. King of Swords, the man working hard to do it. So yeah, we got that coming out with that secrets revealed. My outcome is the Fool, 5 of Wands, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. So revealing is a battle. The Fool is a giant leap. A lot of arguments, people to reveal. Queen of Swords, we got Pam Bondi obstructing it. Ace of Cups is security. It's an ongoing battle. Trying to hold it, but I'm thinking November. Get the government back to work again, and then the High Priestess shall reveal in November with justice. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we're currently in that illusion delusion state of 7 of Cups.
Bottom of my deck, 7 of Wands reversed, which means we're trying to figure out how to get it to work, how to get it out where we can see it.
After Congress gets back together, they can complete the release of the estate, finish the redactions, complete the estate, at least. So my investigation on the where he's been, Indigo, I believe there's an actual video picture that the two first lady and JD and Orange and Melanoma and Ursula or whatever her name is. They went to dinner at the VP house that evening, and he shared a picture of them together the next day. The picture looked legit. It wasn't very long. And then Friday, there was a swearing in of a horrible person for ambassador to Sweden. It was closed. It was closed to press. There was a brief video. It really looked odd because he looked like 50 pounds heavier. But the swearing in happened. He shook hands, and that was it. It didn't look like him, which was odd. He looked huge. Then a supposed picture of him going to golf yesterday. So we read on earlier that it looks like he's been receiving treatments, very ill, struggling to get up. He didn't go golfing. There's no proof of golf. He went into hiding again.
He did what he had to do, looking like he's standing up. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Did that. Sarah was wondering about the ice raids and whatnot. Or no, not ice. I think it was the
no, that's ice in Chicago.
Ice or the military going to the streets.
Right.
A judge on yesterday shut down the troops going into Portland. Because Oregon sued immediately, Portland. And a judge immediately, a Trump appointed judge, immediately said, nope, this is against the law. It was pretty scathing. It's against the Constitution. It's a dictatorial state. So put a hold on it for 14 days for appeal. So anyway, let's get a read on the chaos in Chicago. Is it going to continue in other states?
Okay.
Yeah.
That happened 40 miles from where I was born and raised.
There's going to be a lot of ICE people being sued, going to prison themselves.
I thought, did you see the bike guy that rode by him and said, fuck Trump? Excuse me. Sorry, YouTube. Didn't mean to say F Trump. And he rode off. And did you see that scurry of ICE guys trying to chase a guy on a bicycle in the streets of Chicago?
Yeah.
That's what worries me is they look so untrained. It looks like all the thugs you ever saw when you're kids. Oh my God.
Did you hear about that 79-year-old that got his leg broken? I think it was at the car wash, the owner of the car wash. And they hid the fact for like 40 some days. The estimated cost that ICE or our government's got to pay is at least $400,000 for his treatment because he's been in the hospital. And reporting on that's been silent about what happened until now. So they're going to be paying big.
This is why we need a free press. And if you've never read medieval history, you'd understand. I'm going to tell you, Scott, something's going on because I just had a whole bunch of fairies fly through my room.
Hopefully that's good news.
I hope so too. They were nice and bright and light.
Unfortunately, everything takes time with this Gestapo state we got going on.
That's right.
For court orders and suing and everything. As more things will get better as more things are known.
Mm-hmm.
Page of Wands. These people got to keep talking out. The good leaders got to keep speaking out because the truth will come out of everything they've done. Mm-hmm. It's going to take time, an investigation, and then eventually that it'll be stopped. Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Queen of Coins.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually it will be stopped. This military state will be restricted through an order, financing, whatever it is. Eventually it'll be stopped.
I got a feeling that the No King's Day is going to be harder. The next one in October is going to be harder on them than they think. They think they're the emperor and they can do whatever they want, but they're starting to find out that their tactics don't work the way they thought they were. People are trying to seek more balance, but because it's making it such an unpleasant place to be. It's the opposite of the Nine of Coins. And then what I got was the Knight of Cups, which is usually a coming to terms emotionally with how something works. And I just flashed on the No King's Day. And what I got for that was it's not going to happen exactly on that day, but it's going to be close. The Knight of Wands is there. And the Queen of Coins is there. So our values are going to be being learned there. And then I got the World again. See, something's coming to an end. That's the World. That's the last card.
Well, SCOTUS hasn't ruled on California's appeal yet. Whether using military in the streets is legal or not by the president.
Mm-hmm.
Part Army mom saying there's less MAGA flags and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My rural areas in Wisconsin, I think the flags are pulled down because they don't want the attention.
Because they know that they're going to be pointed at when you have no place to sell your. You grow soybeans in Wisconsin too, don't you?
Yeah. There's a lot of soybeans.
Yeah, that's what's coming in Illinois. That's their big cash crop now. So,
but I think the mentality is still there. Every time I browse Facebook, it's MAGA insanity. There's no common sense. So I think they just pull down their flags to not have the attention. But the mentality is still there. But people are waking up.
Some people are waking up because family members who've tolerated them would just say, oh, well, it's not worth fighting about. And finally, they've gotten to the point where, no, you're not going to say that in my house. And that's the end of it.
I was talking about, so, yeah, I mean, they're DHS cop wannabes, just signed up for the cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
So Liz is wondering if there's going to be consequences for the bad ones. The abusive actions, the cruelty that.
Maybe that's why we should build all those prisons. We have to put them somewhere.
Yeah. Instead of immigrants, replace it with the bad ICE agents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Republicans didn't want to give $20,000 relief for school loans, but they'll give all this money to these ICE agents.
And they forgive them their school loans if they own any on them.
If they, yeah, I think they'd have to be an ICE agent for 5 years or something, but
That ain't gonna happen.
that's true.
Well, I hate to depress everybody, but I don't see them getting anything. I think there's too many of them. They were told to go do this. I think if they come forward and say, who above me tells me to say this, they're going to get away with it. Because what I see is they're already figuring out, how do I get out of this? This Seven of Swords. How do I get out of this without getting caught? And then I've got the Queen of Wands upside down, Lovers upside down, Queen of Cups upside down. And the Five of Cups, they're going to walk away with no regrets.
I got a lot of justice happening.
Yeah, but I think it's because they're going to sell out the ones that told them to go do it. And what are you going to say on your resume about this time span? Where were you, what you're working at? Do you think people are going to hire these guys?
True. Yeah, I get it. In Tower, the government card, and justice.
Mm-hmm.
I think the bad things are happening.
Thank you, Laura. We got a donation. Thank you.
A lot of things. Moving forward, I get the Ten of Swords, the Devil, and my Empress card. So it's like what they're supposed to do is a complete collapse and cruelty. My outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, I combine the Wheel of Fortune world with this one. So I think there's a culmination. What happens? They will suffer a loss.
Mm-hmm.
It may be mostly financial, though. It may be fines or, like you said, lack of job hiring or that kind of thing. But yeah, all these cards relate to something not good. When you get the Devil, the Ten of Swords, the Tower, Justice, all in a reading, that's consequences in one way or another.
Thank you, Michelle, for your contribution.
Thank you, Liz.
Scott's really into the questions today.
$50,000 sign-in bonus. Is that a lie? No,
it's 5,000. It's not 50.
I seen 50.
Well, I've seen 5 on the poster thing.
Oh yeah. But like I said, I think there was a stipulation that I read. It was you have to be an ICE agent for 5 years, and then you can also get $60,000 in if you had a student loan relief up to.
They give you the forgiveness, the top amount they can get. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm catching up their questions.
I mean, everyone can Google what it is. It may be a initial 5,000 sign-on bonus, but that 50,000 was like to be an ICE agent for 5 years to receive that. That's the last I've seen.
There's a scary thing. Some county in Michigan's having a vote in November to see if they should continue to have 911 emergencies. Really?
Julie. No, they don't really seem to be the college type, so I think they're pretty safe on that one.
No, there are some get student loans and don't finish school, and they still have student loans. They don't go away. You don't get charged for the student loan only if you finish.
Right. We've read on Fox News and whatnot. I never seen it unplugged. It was more like
he dies and the kids fight.
there was some kind of, I was seeing like a restriction or a change of
well, they could go back to the fairness doctrine.
Yeah, like going back to the fairness doctrine kind of thing, where you can't get away with the lies, like easier being sued. And if you're going to be an entertainment channel or whatever, or opinion like that, you have to announce it all the time or something. But I don't ever see them going away as far as a news organization. But there'll be changes eventually, or ease of lawsuits for continued lies or something. A lot of questions going. Did Trump use AI to skin? I mean, I see a lot of questions about asking about like FCC or whatever. Eventually, everything's going to turn back around. We're not going to be in a Gestapo state forever. I think a lot of the change happens next year.
Let me put it to you this way: if there was a way to break the government, they're showing it to us right now. So putting back what was left wide open. So much of the government was on gentlemen's agreements about things.
Okay. Oh, we're at an hour already. Okay. Will Trump family ever be forced to pay back millions of dollars stole from taxpayers and grift? Which deck wants that? Okay. What's going to happen with the money? I'm just going to ask it that way. What's going to happen with the money? Kind of like emoluments clause.
Emoluments clause.
What's going to happen with the Trump family gaining extra money from being in government? Something like that. What's going to happen with that one?
That means the son-in-law too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Okay.
Don't like the answer.
Well,
I got a big fat no.
all that shuffling for a big fat no, huh?
All that stuff, and they're my nice kitty cards. They're my fun kitty cards, and they're just all no's. They're all no. No 6 of Wands, no Page of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is right side up. We're trying to plant the seeds. That's what's going to come from it. We're going to plant the seeds so it can't happen again. But then their outcome is no from the High Priestess, because they have no souls. They'd have to have a soul to be able to use that. And then no, nothing's going to be moved forward on them. There's going to be so much stuff to go after. What's worse, them stealing millions of dollars or zip tying a 3-year-old? I mean, which case do you go for when we've got so much time, so many resources?
Okay. So in the past, I get the King of Swords. So here comes law. The Sun. So there's some clarity that it comes out. And then I got 10 of Swords, misfortune. So the law, things come to light, but then there's some misfortune. but that's in the past position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't get justice on 45 from before. So there's a missed opportunity in the past.
Is that ever true?
Okay. Current situation. Two of Cups. So the Trump family's made their unions and their partnerships. Two of Swords. Moved. Just feel like that's moved things in different directions, hiding the money. It's all twos and Two of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
They're all they made partnerships and just moved money and made things work. Just stole. Moving forward. Queen of Swords. So here we have an independent women, dark women, could be law professionals. Devil and High Priestess. So I got the High Priestess too, but the High Priestess can be soul contracts. They can be really revealed at some point. Acceptance of life's mysteries. But the devil is a downfall. So someone in this scenario is going to have a downfall. And we're having a Queen of Swords. So it could be Ivanka. It could be Melania. You know, there's a woman here that could have a downfall. Outcome is Seven of Swords. So that's the thief in the night. But that thief is getting away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nine of Swords is suffering, anxiety. The Fool, new beginnings, and Emperor. So I don't get any justice. I don't get any paying back. They shall be pariahs. But had this woman could be flipping too on someone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've always had that image in my mind that Jared eventually goes to prison. But he was pretty much the only one. Maybe Don Jr., but that may be a different scenario than stealing.
Can't they jail Eric for stupid?
There's going to be consequences, but it's not coming up that on the bottom of the deck, I got Four of Pentacles, so they hold on to their funds. Depends on the question, I guess, but forced to pay back, it doesn't look like it. There's consequences other ways. Losing business deals. Oh, thanks, Sharon. Okay. Right on that.
Will Trump speak in Norfolk, Virginia today? He's supposed to.
Yeah, I heard there was supposed to be some.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I didn't see the question.
Yeah, it's at 10:30. It's
way back there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll look at it real fast.
Yeah. I'll try a few.
Ellen D. Lion Magic. She's got lion magic, so she's a Lyran. So we're lucky to have her in the room with us.
Hello, Aaron Mist. Carolyn Pooler's pendulum says he's in the hospital.
Yeah, somebody else said that he's at Walter Reed. When I laid it out, he's not at Walter Reed, but I got he's in a hospital. Okay. Speak in Norfolk. No, and they're going to have a really stupid excuse. They're going to send someone in his place because he's got the Eight of Swords. He's imprisoned. He's in some sort of institution where he can't move around like a hospital bed.
Right. King.
It's coming to conclusion. I got 2 8s and 2 2s. 2 8s are in the past, meaning the past is going to show up soon, and 2 2s are in the future. People are going to not be able to keep hiding it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll find one more B12 shot and prep him up.
I don't know. I got they're trying. They're trying to get him to go there. Trying to get help with 3 of coins. Knight of Swords. Here's some negativity from one side. This is trying to get him to feel better. So I don't think that we know yet. From these cards anyway. As far as mine. Odds are favoring now. Like you said, depends if what shot or IV works.
We have one person whose comment's pretty succinct. Satan needs to come and get his child.
Yeah, this is true. Satan, where are you? I think Satan doesn't claim him.
No, we're given the opportunity to go whichever direction we want. It's his choice.
Break the government to show us the right way.
He is obsessed with playing golf because as a young man, that was what people of power did. They played golf. And people who could influence and be together out on the golf course, they could make deals they couldn't make elsewhere. That's why as a small child, my father tried to force me to play golf. And there's actually a place on my garden called Go For It, which is a whole story about how I hit a golf ball and I couldn't even see where the pin was because it was so short, and it either went in the hole or it was like an inch from the hole. But that's my thing, just go for it. But that's the last time I played golf, literally in my whole life, except for miniature golf. I wouldn't play anymore. And he said, but you need to be out there. That's where the power brokers. My father was a doctor. I mean, it wasn't I like the exercise or anything else. Certainly Dumpsty doesn't like the exercise. He rides around on a golf cart. So
well,
that's my opinion.
I don't think he's actually golfed in many months. He's been too ill to golf. I think the last time he actually golfed was maybe June. Before his week-long escape, or we didn't see anything.
Or the bruises started showing up suspiciously all over his hands. Yeah.
Everything else, he just has went to Virginia property to hide out. Yeah, I don't really like golf because it's expensive and I'm bad at it.
I wasn't even bad at it, but it's just stupid. Why do you hit a ball and then go chase it and hit it again? I mean, I'm not big on sports anyway. But.
Yeah. The only thing I liked about golf is because I'd find more balls than I came with.
Oh, we used to find them and peel the tops off and unwrap them because they're giant rubber bands inside.
Yeah, they were rubber bands. No, I'd always hit it in the woods, so I go look for my ball and I come out with 2. Or hit it in the thick grass, go look for it, come back with 3. So I'd find more balls than I came with. I could never hit it straight, so. Okay, 120.
What do we really need to know, Scott, of all the questions?
I don't know. I want to see what the cards say about this. I'm kind of curious. There's a lot of rumors out there that there was another shooter. And there's a lot of connections to Kirk's father and Erica's family to everything. It's freaking crazy. Lindsay Halligan and Erica Kirk were in college.
How are we wording this? Was he shot because he was an a-hole? Or was he shot because of family connections?
Yeah, let's go with family connections.
Okay.
Let's try that. Was CK assassinated because of family connections? CK
For entertainment purposes only. We don't know anything more about it.
CK
Oh dear. It was because of his dad's connections. If it comes out of family connections, it comes out of his dad's. And it comes out of family because it's the Six of Pentacles is my next card. And then it was the things Charlie Kirk was about to say or about to begin to support. And he was wandering away. He was being a bad Page of Pentacles. He wasn't saying what he needed to say. So they wanted him closed off, stopped. Eight of Pentacles. It was from his people around his dad.
I don't know. Mine didn't get that. So I don't think we're going to know because we get two different readings. I don't think we're meant to know.
No. Does it matter?
Not really.
The only thing that matters to me is that he got more advertising, more thing. I didn't even know what the guy's name was till he got shot.
Yeah. I mean, I knew who he was. I knew he was getting obliterated at Jubilees and whatnot. And I knew he was a horrible guy. That's about it. Because I didn't follow that realm.
There's so many bad ones. How can we pick one to focus on?
So I get a Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, Knight of Swords. I didn't have any males in here. So the Queen of Wands is usually a caring woman, strategic confidence, or we can just go something of strategy. Six of Swords make things calmer and better through a Knight of Swords. That's an assassination. But then I do have a younger male here with a Page of Swords. This is Tyler. I would most likely think justice in court. And here's a lawyer, Queen of Swords. Outcome is strength. Painful things and money. So there's something about money here. Some kind of respect, harmony, disaster, and prosperity. So there does seem to be something here with the direction CK was going that was not liked because of the assassination, because there's a prosperity here and someone didn't like which way that prosperity was going. But it does reference young Tyler here. But we just got to wait and see. Since we got two different readings, patience, evaluate, decisions will be told in the future.
I've been waiting since my freshman year in high school to find out who assassinated Kennedy. I think patience is a foregone conclusion.
I think we know what happened there. It was like the bad ice guys now.
Supposedly, it was Woody Harrelson's father. Was the guy behind the fence?
No, it was Ted Cruz's father.
No, Ted's father couldn't shoot straight. That's how we ended up with Ted.
Well, according to the orange one, it was Ted's father.
Well, that's just because his dad was connected to Cubans. I tell you, that's not a subject you bring up around Cubans that are down here near me.
Will the super moon Monday over at Antarctica in New Zealand put extra stress on the ice sheets?
No, that I don't see happening. But I did find out why Antarctica is so much bigger than the Arctic and why the North and South poles are so cold. I never knew why. It's because as we all split up, the Earth masses went north and south and forcing a wind to go around the two poles, so they never get any warm air. They never get any of the solar heating. Well, not enough to melt them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that until this week. I'm 76 years old. No one told me why the ice caps are icy.
I grabbed my ET deck on this one.
Uh-oh.
It's not really talking about the supermoon, but it's talking about that we're not learning our lessons with global warming and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The darkness.
Mm-hmm.
We're not learning. It's time to transition to a higher dimension. So the melting is just from our own stupidity and not electing Al Gore to move forward. We would have started the transition to stop global warming if he was elected. He was the climate guy, right? Yeah, I seen the photos too. He was at a raves or something in where was it? In Miami or something when he was younger. And he was his buddy got arrested that was doing gay porn.
Give him the grace to think he explored. Just don't, because when we start having to box the other side in, then they have every right to say that about our side, the liberal side.
We can end on this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. I know. I get you, Aaron Mist. We know.
What are they saying?
Al Gore was elected, and don't get me started.
Yeah, I know.
And there's questions about Bush's second time around, that there was enough cheating in Ohio for him to lose that one. Anyway, immediately when I read that, I got it's too soon to get a message, but we can use the cards of her energy and see what kind of message we can get from beyond. But as far as a sense
her last speech was like 2 days before she died. It's on YouTube. You can see her last interview. It's really good.
Oh, cool. Message from Jane Goodall through the cards.
Mm-hmm.
And today.
I'm going to use my wild reflections because she worked with the chimpanzees out in the wild.
Well, thanks, Gene. Okay.
To the lady who wrote that all her old neighbors think that Trump's their saviors, you come and talk to me when we don't start getting our Social Security checks.
Oh, these people are insane. The biggest problem is they believe everything the administration or they say without fact checking.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't know what a fact check is. It's gospel. It's like, oh my God. Oh, Jane. I get the magician. You can manifest anything you want in life. What you need will magically appear to have successful beginnings. You can set yourself free with the aid of Michael. Change your course in your situation because you invested wisely and have patience because your harvest will have fruit with the 7 Ariel. Let's see. The other cards were 8 of Ariel, Decision, and Knight of Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
Release yourself which holds you back. Unnecessary worry brings self-confidence. Release those things that hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
There's such more to accomplish than just sitting and holding yourself back with the Knight of Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last card is the 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your achievements. Pat yourself in the back when you need to. Because we're meant to have great things. We're meant to have, love and compassion for other beings. So that's what I get.
Okay, what I pulled from Wild Reflections Tarot, and I got just perfect. Isn't that a perfect picture for Jane Goodall out in the wild with the critters?
Oh, neat.
And the message on this card is you should act as an extrovert, enjoying healthy and inspiring competition. Such a person should be able to create an atmosphere of confidence and openness in relationships. So that's the first message I got. And the second one I got from my fairy wisdom oracle cards. And I got the earth element, and she's sitting out in the sun, and it says, call upon the winged ones to come and chant with me. Being a fairy, bring your own fairy dust and spread it around the ancient tree. Bring the drum and play it here to honor the earth. Upon this fairy, we have come today to celebrate her birth. Come and heal her wounds and pamper her with love. We ask the angels to play with us and the harp to play from above. Today we can cast our old spells away and keep her and that have kept us in the dark. A better life awaits for us today we do embark. Spend some time outside today in the sunshine. So that's her words to us. And those sound like things I think she'd say. Get out. Don't sit there and get all twisted about who's doing what to whom and how do they like it,
Yeah. I'll have to go search her last Speaking event, let's see what it's.
Yeah,
You
go
said
watch the last speech. It was good.
you watched it, listened to it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's really good. Well, I like her. I mean, I like listening to her speak. And I tell you what, if I'm that alive 2 days before I die, I will be very happy. Because it was filmed 2 days before she died. She was on her way to a speaking engagement when she collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
She was 91. I kind of had some understanding of that. I sort of reminded me of when they said, sit down, now you gotta go here or go there. And I think she decided she'd had enough of here. But she did so much to raise the consciousness of all of us to the consciousness of things greater than we are. And not just the critters she took care of, but the whole universe. When you listen to her speak, she talks about the whole universe singing and the whole universe having a consciousness.
Wonderful. Now go watch Jane's last speaking engagement.
Yep, it's on YouTube. Just
Be
Google it
inspired.
right after us. What do you got going this week other than driving and coming back to see me next week?
That's it. That's all I got planned right now.
Okay. I've got a show on Tuesday. That's just my normal show. I did a show yesterday about some people I read that were living in a haunted house. That's kind of interesting, and it's at the bottom of the description of today's show. Because we did it on a Saturday morning, and I've never done anything on a Saturday morning before. I don't think I'll do another thing on a Saturday morning. But because I had to get up. Sunday morning's okay with you, but the other one not so good. And
blessings out, Belladon. Thank you.
My email is crystaldirections.nancyjean@gmail.com. If people want to suggest other readers for the psychic profiles, I've got quite a few booked, but I want to keep going with it. People seem to really like it. And like I said, I'm taking people from all quarters. Whatever anybody has a skill that goes outside of our normal 24/7 kind of being. Thank you, Sharon Sipe. You're sweetie.
What do you mean, Marby? Am I coming to Dallas? I have no plans right now.
Yeah. Oh, for those of you who are in the Dallas area, on the weekend of the 25th, and I'll post this on my channel, I'm going to be reading live at at Dolly Python's, a vintage clothing store I used to read at. It's my Halloween gift to the owner because she's always been very supportive. I'm going to be reading there live. So if you want a live reading from me, there's your chance. Time for Halloween. And maybe we'll be celebrating things. Who knows?
But my Nancy and I decided we're not flying anywhere in this administration.
No kidding. Susan was in the Dominican Republic, my youngest, when the government shutdown started, and we were all just sitting here saying, please get home. She got home. She flew back in the first day. But she fell at the resort and whacked her head and has 2 black eyes and broke her elbow.
Oh, no.
So that was her vacation. That's why my kids never take vacation. I come back like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but. And to the lady who wrote, yes, I do know major arcana. If it's one card is called an arcanum. Arcana is the plural, and I use major arcana because I don't like switching gears. So I'm just looking at the questions I marked them. And I don't know. That's it, kind of it. I mean, let's leave on Jane Goodall's good thoughts.
There you go. All right, everyone have a blessed day. We're going to take off. Take care.
Bye-bye.